needed to be. Out of shameful habit, my sphincter slammed shut. The inane conversation went on and on. Mr. Bathroom Talker was blathering to Mrs. Bathroom Talker about the crappy day he had. I sat there cramping and miserable, waiting for him to finish. As the loud conversation dragged on, I became angrier and angrier, thinking that I too had a crappy day, but I was too polite to yak about it in public. My bowels let me know in no uncertain terms that if I didn't get crapping soon, my day would get even crappier. Finally, my anger reached a point that overcame shamefulness. I no longer cared. I gripped the toilet paper with one hand, braced my other hand against the side of the stall, and pushed with all my might. I was rewarded with a fart of colossal magnitude. Across me came the sound of someone ripping a very wet bed sheet in half and a plywood being torn off a wall. The sound gradually transitioned into a heavily modulated, low RPM tone, not unlike someone firing up a Harley. I managed to hit the resonance frequency of the stall, and it shook gently. Once my butt cheeks stopped flapping in the breeze, three things became apparent. One, the next door conversation had ceased. Two, my colon's continued seizing indicated that there was more to come. And three, the bathroom was now beset by a horrible eldritch stench. It was as if a gateway to hell had been opened. The foul miasma quickly made its way under the stall and began choking my poop mate. This initial heroic part had ended his conversation in mid-sentence. "Oh my goodness," I heard him utter, following it with the suppressed sounds of choking, and then, "No, baby, that wasn't me, cough, gag, you could hear that, gag." Now there was no stopping me. I pushed for all it was worth. I could swear that in the resulting cacophony of rips, squirts, splashes, boots, and spots, I was actually lifted slightly off the pot. The amount of stuff in me was incredible. It sprayed against the bowl with tremendous force. Later, in surveying the damage, I see that liquid poop had actually managed to ricochet out of the bowl and run down the side of the toilet onto the floor. But for now, all I could do was hang on for the ride. Next door, I could hear him fumbling with the paper dispenser as he desperately tried to finish his task. Little snatches of conversation made themselves heard over my anal symptoms. Gotta go. Horrible. Throw up in my mouth. Not make it. Tell the kids. Love them. Oh goodness. Followed by more sounds of suppressed gagging and It is evidently difficult to hold one's phone and wipe one's bum at the same time. Just as my high-pressure abuse of the toilet was winding down, I heard a plop and splash, followed by a string of swear words and gags. My poop mate had dropped his phone into the toilet. There was a lull in my production, and the restroom became deathly quiet. I could envision him standing there wondering what to do. A final anal announcement came trumpeting from behind, small chunks plopping noisily. That must have been the last straw. I heard a flush, a fumbling with the lock, and then the stall door was thrown open. I heard him running out of the bathroom, slamming the door behind him. After a considerable amount of paperwork, I got up and surveyed the damage. I felt bad for the janitor who had been forced to deal with this, but I knew that flushing was not an option. No toilet in the world could handle that unholy mess. Flushing would only lead to a floor flooded with filth. As I left, I glanced into the next door stall. Nothing remained in the bowl. Had he flushed his phone, or had he plucked it out and left the bathroom with nasty, unwashed hands? The world will never know. I exited the bathroom, momentarily proud and shameless, looking around for a face glaring at me, but I saw no one. I suspect that somehow my supernatural elimination has managed to transfer my shamefulness to my anonymous poop mate. I think it'll be a long time before he can bring himself to poop in public, and I doubt he'll ever again answer his cell phone in the loo. And this, my friends, is why you should never talk on your phone in the bathroom.
Oh my goodness. Who talks on their phone in the bathroom anyway, though?
I've seen a few people.
In a public washroom.
No, I've seen